What if the deadliest vertical takeoff fighter of the Cold War was killed not by enemy missiles, but by boardroom politics inside London? In the early 1960s, NATO faced a catastrophic tactical dilemma. Soviet nuclear-armed ballistic missiles and supersonic bombers could obliterate every conventional 2,500-meter concrete runway across Western Europe within the first 15 minutes of World War III. To prevent total annihilation on the ground, NATO issued the historic NBMR3 requirement in August 1961, demanding a Mach 2-capable strike fighter that could disperse into dense forests and launch straight into the air without any runway. British Aerospace responded with a machine 4 decades ahead of its time, the Hawker Siddeley P1154. In May 1962, the P1154 achieved an absolute technical victory over its primary rival, the French Dassault Mirage 3V. While the French design carried 8 separate Rolls-Royce RB162 lift engines that became 1,400 kilograms of dead weight during horizontal flight, British engineers achieved the impossible with just a single revolutionary power plant. This supersonic beast was engineered to penetrate low-level air defenses at Mach 1.3 near sea level and reach Mach 2 at high altitude, carrying tactical nuclear weapons directly into the battlefield. Yet, despite proving its aerodynamic superiority, this supersonic jump jet vanished before its first official flight. Before we go on, do you think military aviation history would look completely different today if Britain had pushed this Mach 2 jump jet into full service? Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel for more deep defense breakdowns, and tell me where you are watching from. At the very core of this supersonic titan was the Bristol Siddeley BS100 engine, an engineering masterpiece designed to solve the fundamental contradiction of vertical flight. While standard subsonic jump jets like the earlier P1127 relied on unaugmented thrust, the P1154 required raw, violent power to blast through the sound barrier. The breakthrough came with a cutting-edge technology called Plenum Chamber Burning. By injecting and burning aviation fuel directly into the cold bypass air at the 2 forward nozzles, the BS100 engine saw its thrust explode from 19,000 pounds of force to an astonishing 33,000 pounds of force, roughly 147 kilonewtons. This represented a staggering 73% boost over conventional engines of the era. With a maximum takeoff weight of 14,050 kilograms, roughly 30,970 pounds, this immense thrust-to-weight ratio allowed the airframe to leap vertically into the sky before leveling off to reach Mach 2 at 40,000 feet. For combat operations, the aircraft was designed to carry a devastating tactical payload, including the British W-177 tactical nuclear bomb with yields up to 450 kilonewtons, or 4 Red Top air-to-air missiles. However, harnessing this extreme power unleashed dangerous thermodynamic challenges. Ground testing revealed that the Plenum Chamber Burning system produced exhaust gas temperatures exceeding 1,200 degrees Celsius. This superheated plume was capable of shattering conventional concrete runways into flying shrapnel and severely warping standard naval steel flight decks. Furthermore, engineers encountered the lethal hazard of hot gas reingestion, where bounced thermal exhaust entered the frontal air intakes, starving the turbine of oxygen and risking immediate flameout during delicate hover maneuvers. Yet, despite these brutal engineering obstacles, ground static tests proved the power plant was entirely viable. While British engineers were overcoming thermodynamic frontiers on the test stands, a far more destructive conflict was erupting inside London ministry offices. The British government made a fateful administrative decision to force both the Royal Air Force and the Royal Navy Fleet Air Arm into adopting a single unified airframe to curb soaring post-war defense expenditure. This mandate ignited an immediate inter-service civil war between 1962 and 1964. The Royal Air Force demanded a lightweight, single-seat strike fighter optimized for low-level nuclear penetration and close air support, completely satisfied with a single BS100 engine. In stark contrast, the Royal Navy demanded a heavy, two-seat fleet interceptor. Naval aviators required a dedicated radar intercept officer to operate a massive nose-mounted scanner for long-range fleet defense against Soviet anti-ship missile carriers. Furthermore, naval planners flatly rejected flying a single-engine jet over open ocean, demanding a redesigned airframe powered by two Rolls-Royce Spey turbofans instead. Caught in an impossible compromise, Hawker Siddeley was forced to split the development into two completely different aircraft, the P1154 RAF and the P1154 RN. This duplication caused development projections to skyrocket from an initial £60 million sterling to over £110 million sterling. In February 1964, the Royal Navy officially walked away from the program, choosing instead to purchase American McDonnell Douglas F-4K Phantom II fighters. Even as the Bristol Siddeley BS100 engine completed successful static bench runs on the 30th of October 1964, time was running out. In February 1965, the newly elected Labour government of Prime Minister Harold Wilson and Defence Minister Denis Healey executed a sweeping cancellation of domestic military projects. Along with the BAC TSR-2 strike bomber, the P1154 was officially terminated to balance national budgets and acquire proven American alternatives. The sudden cancellation in 1965 was a devastating blow to British aerospace autonomy, but the technological soul of the P1154 did not perish. Instead of abandoning vertical takeoff entirely, engineers pivoted by stripping away the supersonic complexity. They transferred the aerodynamic data, thrust vectoring controls, and reaction nozzle mechanics directly into the subsonic P1127 program, giving birth to the iconic Hawker Siddeley Harrier GR1 in 1969. The ultimate operational validation of this vertical flight concept arrived during the Falklands War in 1982. Operating from makeshift ski jump ramps aboard carriers like HMS Invincible and HMS Hermes, 28 British Sea Harrier FRS-1 fighters entered combat against land-based Argentine air assets. Utilizing revolutionary vectoring and forward flight tactics pioneered during the P1154 research era, the Harriers shot down 21 supersonic Argentine combat jets in direct air-to-air dogfights using AIM-9L Sidewinder missiles, maintaining a perfect zero air-to-air combat loss record. Furthermore, the genetic legacy of the P1154 echoes directly inside modern fifth-generation stealth fighters. When Lockheed Martin and Rolls-Royce engineered the three-bearing swivel duct nozzle and lift system for the F35B Lightning II, they directly built upon British vertical lift research and hot gas management data established during the 1960s. The tragic demise of the P1154 stands as a timeless case study in defense procurement, proving that trying to force a single airframe to satisfy radically conflicting military doctrines often destroys groundbreaking innovation. Britain sacrificed an undisputed supersonic interceptor on the altar of budget cuts, but in doing so, forged an operational jump jet legacy that revolutionized naval aviation forever. Did the British government make the right pragmatic choice to ensure the Harrier survived? Or did cancelling the P1154 permanently cost Britain its rightful place at the pinnacle of supersonic aerospace engineering?